As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
22 yards there, a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 2nd and 2. Read option. This is great.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
On first down, Purdy. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson.
35 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone.
Play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a while.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
How did he stay on his feet? And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now it's Richardson.
He's got his tight end over. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings.
Eric Gray with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And this is how you answer a touchdown on the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
On first down, it's Purdy. It's hauled in by Shepard. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back from winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Gray.
They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Riley Patterson now for the Viking field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal hole.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're good.
The gun is made complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go. Shepard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Purdy. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Anthony Richardson. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Purdy's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
Flushed out right. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Patterson's kick is good.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good... Start the drive right around the 37. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. They tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that rocking and rolling, because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They go play action with Richardson.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. They still can't get it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Richardson now on second down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Eric Gray, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers!
Quez Watkins.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 35.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now it's Richardson. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of terror.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
from 8 yards out.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build onto their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now Purdy.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
David Njoku.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Purdy will throw for it.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. It's like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Richardson
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Richardson off the play fake.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Now Richardson.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, 45 yards.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
On 1st down, Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Purdy. He'll let this go for Adams. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a cap around this one. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
One more time. Ready? We got this. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be